Hi, and thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jen, and I'm with my sister and me Ministries. Welcome to this week's Face to Face Friday. I hope that you've had a wonderful week. I hope each day has been filled with some goodness in your life, some time that you've spent in the presence of God, and that your faith has grown as you have done that. Mary Ann and I have been writing a series called Let There Be Light. And in this series, we are going to not only talk about God's light, but what that can do for us, through us, and with us. This week, we are focusing on the morning light. So many times in Scripture, God uses the morning as a marker to start a battle, to end a battle, to show a new thing to someone. And it's amazing how often I just skip past those verses. I just read it as if, I've always known it. But really and truly, what does the morning light mean for me, for you? Well, I want to read a couple verses to you, and then I just want to share a couple moments about those with you. I'm going to go to the book of Lamentations in chapter 3, if you want to meet me there, and it's going to be in verse 22 and 23, okay? It reads, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." And out of Luke chapter 1, verses 78 and 79. "Because of God's tender mercy, the morning light from heaven is about to break upon us, to give light to those who sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, and to guide us to the path of peace." Just those two verses alone are so comforting to me. To know that God's love, first of all, never ends. It's steady, steadfast, forever and always, no matter what I'm doing. And his mercies are new. Have you ever woke up and really needed some mercy? Maybe not even just from God, maybe from someone in your family. I know I do. I know I love to be a giver of mercy. I also like to receive it. Maybe just think of a time that you know that you received what you didn't deserve. And that was beautiful for you, right? Well, that's what God's mercy does every day. He gives us something that we actually don't deserve, which is beautiful and kind, compassionate love and tender mercy. In the verse we read out of Luke, it talks about how the light will break through the day, how those of us in darkness will be brought into the light. If we think about the light being God's kingdom, Jesus saving us from all the things in our world that are dark around us, dark in us, things we've done that aren't so great. It's a beautiful thing to know that we can really just start over every day. Now, I know that doesn't really make sense in a worldly way, that things we did yesterday won't matter today, because they will. There's always a consequence. But with God, it's forgiveness and it's tenderness. So with him, you can be right. You can be connected to him intimately, personally, and peacefully. That's what the verse says. He will bring us into a place of peace. Just taking that deep breath, it just becomes so real to me that every morning I can wake up, and as the sun rises, so do his plans for me, that I can rise up and be ready to just run out into this world and serve him. And sometimes what he might call me to serve in, the way he calls me, the way he's created me, the purpose that he's given me, will be very different from yours, will be very different from those who live in your home. And sometimes it's hard to blend all of that together, to know so deeply what morning means, what a new day brings, and how to stay connected to God, even when some around us, aren't seeking that same purpose. And that's the beauty of what God does. He takes each and every one of us and he lays it out for us. He guides us and leads us and loves us. And I hope that you will receive that this week, ladies. I hope that you will receive God's tender mercies, If you haven't already done that this morning, take a minute, take a deep breath, sit down, find a quiet space, and just allow God to love you, to lavish his beautiful grace and mercy upon you, and just see if that doesn't make a difference in your day today. Until the new day dawns, I will be holding fast to hope, and I hope that you will also. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon.